to get with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Tim will be here in just a minute. And we got a full slate of baseball to break down. So we won't waste too much time here. Quick recap over what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. I kept it simple. I only had 8 plays in baseball yesterday. Went 5-3, up 1.18 units. If I took full games instead of first fives for a couple of them, I would have went 7-1, but it is what it is. Twins first 5, they blew it. They were up 2-0 in the first. They gave up the 2-run lead, and they gave up a run at the bottom of the 5th to lose that first 5. They went on to win the full game 8-3, though. The Rays -1 was never in doubt. Totally did not need a 3-run home run from Brendan Lau to walk it off in the bottom of the 10th down a run. But yeah, very nice there. The Yankees Tigers first 5 under 4. There was a run in the first inning by the Yankees. There was a Yerfie, and that was the only runs in the first 5 innings in that game. So a nice little winner there on the first 5 under. Mets first 5, I should have doubled down and put more on them. Yeah, they absolutely lit up and smoked Patrick Corbin. They won that first 5, I think 9-1. So Mets first 5 money line was as easy as it gets. Giants and Cubbies first 5 under 5 was a mistake. 5.5, my bad. It was 4-3 in like the 4th. So that was not a good play. But we ended and we had the Royals first 5, which they went on to win the full game, but they were down like 6-0 at one point in that game. Imagine grabbing the live line with the Royals last night. They come all the way back. They win at 7-6, but lose the first 5. So they weren't helpful to me at all. And then my biggest investment of the night was an absolute no-sweat, easy winner. I doubled down on the Houston Astros because there's levels to this. The market move is kind of concerning in the Astros game. I was looking at the Rangers are now -130. I may just say, screw that, I don't care, and still bet the Astros because the Astros there's levels to this. But, yeah. So, overall, yesterday, 5-3 in baseball, up 1.18 units. Now in the month of September, 72, 73-1, up 0.1 units. So we're in the black in September now. So looking to continue getting more into the positives here for September. There you go. Yesterday on the site was 4-5. Couple mistakes that I made that we could have easily had a profitable day. WNBA was awful. Went 1-3. The under in the Connecticut game. Both those two teams are trending pretty hard to the under. Nope, Connecticut scores 90 points. That one went way over the total. Indiana wasn't even close. 96-69. Another game that wasn't even close. I had Phoenix. They lost 100-77. Eesh. Just rough. And then the one winner was a home dog in Dallas +6.5. They lost by 1, so they cover. Baseball. Tampa Bay run line. Never in doubt. For a while, I felt okay that I had Kansas City run line rather than the money line because they were down 6-0. I'm like, all right, at least I'll lose a plus money instead of a -120. Yeah, I didn't think Kansas City was going to come all the way back. That one was rough. And did you see how the game ended, Nick? Walk-off balk.
Walk-off balk. Interesting. So if I put the money line, we would have had a profitable day. I took the run line. We were down a little bit. And the other two baseball games, Houston money line. Easy. And then Baltimore run line and the over. It split out. And we broke even on that game. It is what it is. Gene Kramer day, 50%. So it works. But we were 4-5 down 0.81 units onto today, where I believe it's just baseball today and one WNBA game, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. I got to look into it more.
There you go. But we'll head over to the chat here, and then we'll get into the slate for today.
There you go. Markel had a terrible day. Nathan had a terrible day. Braves sold. Oh, bummer.
Oh, yeah, they got blown out yesterday. Or they came back a little bit, but they got their ass whooped.
Yeah, I'm going to probably. I wanted to be on the Braves today. You had Rays 5 and the under first 5. Rays got there. Nice.
Hell yeah. That's threading the needle.
Well, he had the under 7.5. I guess it was
I understand that, but you're laying a half run too, which makes me nervous.
Yep. Good morning, guys. Good morning, RVD. Morning. Had some nice cashers yesterday. Astros money line, nice. Cubs on the run line. Jays money line plus Schneider hit parlay, and Pete Alonso homer. That's right, he did. So did Alvarez. So did Lindor. Nimmo twice. Did Beatty hit one? I don't remember.
Beatty drove in a couple runs.
There you go. Loss on the Orioles run line and Dodgers team total over. It was annoying. I had some free play money that Bovada gave me. So I put together a 2-team parlay that I wanted to try to just quickly win. I had Tampa Bay money line, and I did the first 5 under for the LA Dodgers game. Josh Bell, 2-run shot, bottom of the 5th.
I was leaning over in that game too.
That was rough. But
yeah, that Dodger game was fishy as all hell yesterday.
You know what? You know who hasn't been fishy though?
Milwaukee Brewers.
There you go.
And they are at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Minus 180 for the Brewers with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's get into this line history in the spot here. Where yesterday they're saying they opened up at 135. It really opened up at 175. For the Brewers, it's now up to a 180, so a 5-cent line movement towards Milwaukee. Line opened up at an 8. It's up to an 8.5 now, so it's moved up a half a run, and it has moved towards the Brewers as well. Let's see if the line or if the market reflects that. Let me hit refresh. We have updated numbers. There we go. Where we have 83% of the tickets and 86% of the cash is on the under, and this line's moved towards the over. 27% of the tickets and 94% of the cash is on the Pirates, and they've taken this line. They've moved it towards the Brewers. 58% of the tickets are on the Brewers run line. No cash on it, or we don't have a cash flow on that game. Let's head over to Borough Park, pal, for this one, where we have PNC Park at 8% runs, plus 9% home runs, 7% doubles, triples, 2% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup, it's a good one here. Freddie Peralta and Mitch Keller. I understand why a lot of money is coming in on this under. Both these pitchers have been pitching really well as of late. Peralta has been a stud, 1.50 ERA, 0.7 whip, 14.7 strikeouts per 9, which is 44%, 2.4 walks per 9, not 196 BABIP, a 209 FIP, and a 2.19 SIERA. On the flip side, Mitch Keller, 2.03 ERA, 1.23 whip, 10.74 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%, 2.32 walks per 9, a 350 BABIP, but a 2.68 FIP and a 3.47 SIERA. So both these pitchers have been amazing. Bullpen advantage going towards the Brewers here, 3.8 FIP, 3.65 SIERA compared to 3.64 and 4.02. Hitting advantage going towards the Brewers that are actually hitting lefties really well right now. And actually, I apologize, it's Shelby. It's not Keller, it's Shelby. So I was just talking about the wrong pitcher. So nice. I'm going to have to update the starting pitcher here and come back to me.
Oh, sorry. I don't really care who's pitching for Pittsburgh.
Oh, Shelby is it's a bullpen game for Pittsburgh. My bad.
Yeah, I didn't really care who was pitching for Pittsburgh. I'm on Milwaukee again. Freddie Peralta's been fantastic, and we're starting to really see those pitchers round into shape for Milwaukee. You look at Freddie Peralta, the Milwaukee Brewers are 9-1 in his last 10 starts. Only loss against the Atlanta Braves. Not a bad loss. So the Brewers have been covering for, or have been winning for him. They've been scoring for him. And seeing that we have to take a run line, all but 2 of those wins. So in the wins, they're 7-2 on the run line. I am going right back to Milwaukee. This team keeps winning, so I'm going to keep backing them.
Yep, I'm going to have my day start with the Milwaukee Brewers here too. And I'm taking them first 5 -0.5 at -128 and full game -1.5 at -119. I will ride with the Brewer crew here in the spot.
All right, we're going to have to take them run line. I can get their run line -109.
There you go.
Boom, boom. Back to the chat.
Yeah. Vod saying he's priced out of this one here. Fair. We'll move on, though, where we have the Minnesota Twins, I believe, going for the sweep in this game, if I'm not mistaken, over the Cleveland Guardians. -125 for the Twinnies here, totaled 8.5 in this one. Take a look at the line history in this spot, where we have this line opening up at -125. It's down to a 123, a 2-cent line movement towards Cleveland. Line opened up at an 8. It's up to an 8.5. So a move towards the over and a move towards Cleveland in this one. Saying Joe Ryan could be a little bit vulnerable in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one, where we have 58% of the tickets and 95% of the cash is on the Cleveland Guardians. The lines will only move 2 cents towards them now. 58% of the tickets and 59% of the tickets and 62% of the cash is on the over here in this spot. The line has moved towards the over. Taking a look at the offensive conditions here in this one. This is the second most offensive weather on the slate today, plus 15% runs, plus 22% home runs, 9% doubles, triples, and 2% singles. Both these pitchers have been pitching really well as of late. Joe Ryan, 1.64 ERA, 0.91 whip, 11.45 strikeouts per 9, which is 34%, 1.64 walks per 9, a 273 BABIP, a 389 FIP, and a 2.86 SIERA. On the flip side, Gavin Williams, 3.63 ERA, 1.16 whip, 12.49 strikeouts per 9, which is 32%, 2.42 walks per 9, a 321 BABIP, a 3.44 FIP, and a 3.10 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Guardians, 3.69 FIP, 3.73 SIERA compared to 5.28 and 4.55. Hitting advantage goes towards the Twinnies here, 125 WRC plus, which is 4th, compared to 90, which is 24th. For me, it's a stay off spot. The markets are kind of saying they lean a little bit towards the Guardians. I would have thought this line would have moved a little bit more with 95% of the cash on the Guardians. But when I look at it, I see a hitting advantage with the Twinnies here in this spot. And I see a toss-up with this pitching matchup. And it's actually a slight lean towards Joe Ryan for me when it comes to this pitching matchup, the way that he's been pitching as of late. And when we look at what the line is, we have the Twins as a slight favorite. I would lean, I guess I would lean towards the Guardians as a home dog. And I would actually lean more towards the over in this spot. But this is going to be just a stay-off spot for me. In this game, I'll watch just because Gavin's pitching, but no play for me.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue to back our boy Gavin Williams.
How's that played out for you this year?
It has not worked out all that well, but it is what it is. The one thing I was going to back the under, but Joe Ryan has been one of the biggest over pitchers in baseball this year. Let's pull up his stats still. Although I think he's gone down a little bit. Wow, actually, yeah, he has. Where did he go? Wow, he's really fallen. I don't even see him anymore. That doesn't seem right because he was just at freaking. Yeah, he's not in the top 50 or whatever anymore. That doesn't seem right.
Has he does not have enough qualified start or enough starts because he was out for a little bit.
That could be it. But no, even then they still have some guys that I guess Yeah, I don't see him anymore. Anyways, I thought he was one of the bigger over pitchers. I can't find him, but it is what it is. And when was the last time he pitched? So he pitched. No, he's pitched. He
Yeah,
pitched
he
on
was out
September
for
1st.
a little though.
No, his name was still on the list. Like I thought I saw it like yesterday. So it's weird, but I do want to go towards my boy. Maybe some Gavin Williams strikeout props.
Yeah, but no
He-
bet on the game itself.
And a lot of people will look at him and go, "Oh, he just pitched against this Twins team. He pitched 1 inning, and then he left with injury."
That's
or
right.
whatever.
He got hurt. What happened with Gavin there? He got hurt.
I have not a clue.
That's enough to. That's also enough to keep me off the game.
I'm still riding the Guardians.
Good luck. I think the Twins win this game.
I hope not.
And pass for Markel, and we'll keep on moving. San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs, minus 140 for those Cubbies, with a total of 10.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot between Alex Wood and Jordan Wicks. Line opened up at a 142 for the Cubbies. It's now a 140. Line opened up at a 10.5 at minus 125. It's now a 10.5 at minus 117. So an 8-cent line movement towards the under and a 2-cent line movement towards the Giants, expecting Wood to pitch well. We have 74% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the Chicago Cubs, and the lines move towards the Giants in this one. We have 45% of the tickets and 56% of the cash is on the over in this game. The lines move towards the under in this one. Really, really interesting market in this game. Let's take a look at Wrigley Field with the 9% runs, which is fourth best on the slate, plus 32% home runs, minus 8% double triples, 0% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, we did not have a listed pitcher for the Giants last night, and it's going to be Alex Wood. So let me quickly type in Alex Wood, not Alex Wolf, Alex Wood.
Alex Wolf is pitching?
Yeah, he's rough.
Is he
but
pitching for the Dodgers?
All right, you tried too hard there.
I did. I'm sorry.
Real quick, Jordan Wicks has pitched twice in the major leagues. He's gone 5 innings in both starts. He's given up 1 earned run in both starts. He's pitched against Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. A very similar offense there, facing the Giants. But Wicks, 1.80 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 10.8 strikeouts per 9 with 29%, 3.6 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, a 3.36 FIP, and a 3.85 CR. On the flip side, Alex Wood, 2.6 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 5.19 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 2.6 walks per 9, a 276 BABIP, a 3.72 FIP, and a 4.38 CR, or 4.83 CR. Open advantage going towards the Cubs here with a 3.74 and a 4.07 FIP and Sierra. And on the flip side, 4.42 and 4 for the Giants. Hitting advantage does go towards the Cubs here. 97 WRC plus, which is 21st against righties, compared to 87, which is 18th. When I look at this matchup, the total is a 10.5, and I get it. I'm guessing the wind's blowing out in Wrigley today. But I'm getting a 6 in the first 5 between two teams that I see as subpar hitting the last 30 days, and the market's moving towards that, even though more money is coming in on the over. I think the under is the play here, and at a 6, I'll take a shot with this first 5 under 6. I kind of like that. And this is a game that I kind of don't mind the full game under as well at 10.5. Both these bullpens have actually not been terrible. Did not mean to drag that. So these are, 10.5 is a lot of runs, especially with two teams that I think are struggling to hit a little bit lately. And yesterday was an anomaly with them scoring, 8 runs in the first 5 innings. I think that they come back down to earth here. First 5 under 6 for me.
Yeah, I want to go back to the Cubbies. Cubbies 6 in a row, 3 in a row, 6 out of 8. And in those wins, at least in their last couple wins, they're definitely showing offense. I don't think the Cubbies are really struggling to hit. 11-8, 5-0, 15-7. Their 2 losses, they scored 1 and 2, whatever. 6, 3, 1, a loss with 2, 10, 10. This Cubbies team is hitting. They're doing just fine, and it's gonna be a bullpen game for the San Francisco Giants. The closer and closer Chicago's getting because they won last night. Philly lost last night, and you never know. This Cubbies team could still go for the division, although Milwaukee keeps winning, so that's getting more difficult. Or more realistically, they could pass Philly. I think they're only a game and a half back of the Phillies right now for that first wild card spot. Game and a half back, so they are right there. You never know. I think that the Cubbies have a real good chance of getting that number one wild card spot and hosting a wild card series in Wrigley, which would be interesting to see. I like the Cubbies to keep it going. Keep on their winning streak. They've been winning, so I'm going to keep backing them.
There you go. Back to the chat.
Morning, everyone. Like, follow, and cash on these bets together. Let's get it. Let's jump into this ugly game, Nick.
Yeah. I was kind of looking at it last night. Toronto Blue Jays and Oakland Athletics. The Blue Jays are minus 160 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Taking a look at the line history in this spot between Hyun-Jin Ryu and JP Sears. Line opened up at a 165. It's actually down to a 163. This line did get up to a 175 last night. So the original line move was a 10-cent move towards the Blue Jays. It's come all the way back and some. Total opened up at an 8.5, and now it's down to an 8, which is kind of contradicting of what I was looking at last night. So let's get into it. 88% of the tickets and 79% of the cash on the Blue Jays. That's enough to keep me off of that, especially with the line moving towards the Athletics. And 57% of the tickets and 94% of the cash is on the under. And the line has moved towards that under as well. Hyun-Jin Ryu and JP Sears. Ryu 1.50 ERA, 0.83 WHIP. He's been pretty good since returning. 7.5 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%. 2.25 walks per nine, a 169 BABIP, a 3.97 FIP, and a 4.09 SIERA. On the flip side, JP Sears, 7.20 ERA, 1.92 WHIP. He's been bad. 9.72 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 3.96 walks per nine, a 4.13 BABIP, a 5.66 FIP, and a 4.54 SIERA. Open advantage going towards the Jays in this one, 3.52 FIP, 3.53 SIERA compared to 4.24 and 4.65. Massive hitting advantage towards the Jays here, 139 WRC plus, which is 6th against lefties compared to 87, which is 17th. Now, here's one of those games where my X's and O's say one thing and the market's saying the other. My X's and O's are pointing towards the Blue Jays blow up JP Sears today. The market's moving towards the under, though. And my numbers suggest that Ryu pitches well. And the Jays win this game, and the line's moving towards the Athletics. So my X's and O's and my market moves are disagreeing on this one, which means it's just a simple pass for me.
Yeah, I don't really want to touch this one. Although I am kind of hoping that the Jays win, just so we can keep Texas out of that playoff spot. It's kind of hilarious. But I'm not interested in going after this one. We've seen them take care of business. I'm not really too hung up on it. And when it comes to it, I think there's better games on the card to go after. I'm not going to go after a Toronto Oakland game. I think that it's not wanting under a gambler. Although I will say I kind of lean towards the over, and the only reason why is the Blue Jays are 8-1-1 to the over their last 10 games, so they've been hitting. But I'm gonna stay away from this one. I feel like there's better spots on today's card.
Yeah, exactly. We'll keep on moving on. Light on the comment section said, my bad. Crystal Craig saying, not sure what I'm betting yet, but Ryu pitching well, and the Jays give him run support when he pitches. So there you go. Pass there. The love for the Detroit Lions is out of control. The Chiefs are down to a 4.5. Wow, it's a pretty decent line move. If that dips down any lower, I might grab some Chiefs at like 3.5, 4 if I can get them at that number. But I'm already on the unders. So maybe if it keeps continuing to drop, I'll grab the Lions team total under. So that's kind of where I'm looking there. How do you feel about the Brewers versus the Pirates under? I think I was leaning more towards the over. I played the Brewers first 5 full game run line. But we'll move on here. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. The Diamondbacks are minus 210 favorites with a total of 9.5. Let's take a look at the line history here. Zach Davies is a minus 200 favorite in the year 2023. Alrighty. The Arizona Diamondbacks open up at minus 215. It's down to a minus 208. Line opened up at a 9.5 minus 115. It's down to a 9.5 minus 102. So we have a line between Chris Flexen and Zach Davies, and the lines move towards the under. That totally makes sense. We have 62% of the tickets and 98% of the cash on the over, and the markets are moving towards the under. So saying that these two pitchers pitch well. 61% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the Rockies in this one as well. So, I mean, there's no way it can back the Rockies at that number. Taking a look at Ballpark Pal in this one, where we have, let's take a look if I can find it. Where is it? Colorado, and there we go. Chase Field plus 3% runs, minus 6% home runs, plus 13% doubles, triples, 0% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, Chris Flexen, 5.2 ERA, 1.30 WHIP, 7.16 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 1.63 walks per nine, a 289 BABIP, a 5.61 FIP, and a 4.35 SIERA. On the flip side, Zach Davies with a 1.64 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 9 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 2.45 walks per nine, a 286 BABIP, a 353 FIP, and a 3.89 SIERA. Open advantage going towards the Diamondbacks here, a 4.89 FIP, 4.26 SIERA compared to 5.28 and 5.01 for the Rockies. Diamondbacks with the hitting advantage, 105 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 73, which is 29th. I want absolutely nothing to do with the over in this game. I want absolutely nothing to do with the Diamondbacks in this game. But that being said, I don't like that 99% of the cash on the Rockies. I do think there's value on that side, but I'm not going to be betting it. I think the only play I would play in this game is the under, which sounds crazy between Davies and Flexen. But that first 5 under is a 5. I would lean in that direction. Do I have to play this? No. Will I play it? No. So it's a pass for me.
Yeah, once again, I said there's better spots on the card. This is not one of them. Arizona is now a game back of the wild card again. So they're kind of up and down and up and down, not really knowing what we're getting. Am I backing Chris Flexen on the road? No, not a chance. This Chris Flexen has got a 5.94 ERA this year. He has not been good, and the Rockies haven't been good whenever he pitches. 1-4 of their last 10. Guess which game he won though, Nick? Against Arizona. But I'm not touching this game. This one's another kind of complete stay away from me. I'm not. We are priced out of Arizona, and I'm not trusting Flexen. Yes.
Fair. What up, fellas? I like the over. Took it at 9. Good luck. Diamondbacks lean D-backs first 5 full game. There you go. D-backs are not reliable at all. 2 bad teams. Yeah.
The D-backs aren't a bad team.
No, they're not. They're in the wild card race, so they're not a terrible team. But we'll keep on moving here. The Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres. The Phillies minus 110 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at this pitching matchup here where we have Zach Wheeler and Michael Wacha. Line opened up at 110. It's up to a 111, so a massive 1 cent line movement towards these Phillies. And the line opened up at a minus 110 for the over 8. It's now at even money for the over 8, so it's a move towards the under, and it's a move toward these Phillies, where we have 55% of the tickets and 61% of the cash is on the Padres, and the line's moved slightly towards the Phillies. 75% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on these under, and the line has moved towards the under here in this spot. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this matchup here. Petco Park, the worst hitting conditions on the slate. Minus 9% runs, 0% home runs, minus 7% doubles, triples, minus 8% singles. Let's take a look here at the pitching matchup in this one here. where we have Wheeler and Waka. Wheeler's been good, 3.27 ERA, 0.91 WHIP, 9.82 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 1.36 walks per nine, a 256 BABIP, a 3.11 FIP, and a 3.26 ERA. On the flip side, Michael Waka, 2.91 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, 9.55 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 4.15 walks per nine, a 268 BABIP, a 4.46 FIP, and a 4.44 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Phillies here, 3.16 FIP, 3.56 SIERA compared to 3.99 and 3.93. Hitting advantage going towards the Phillies, 143 WRC plus, which is number one in baseball against righties the last 30 days. And the Padres, 97 WRC plus, which is 20th. I'm interested in the Philadelphia Phillies here in this spot to bounce back after yesterday and take care of business here in this spot. They have the pitching advantage, they have the hitting advantage, they have the bullpen advantage. Markets moving against the Padres, even though more money, more tickets are coming in on them. I'm going to double down here. Phillies first 5 minus 123. Phillies full game minus 111.
This line just seems a little bit weird. The fact that the Phillies are the number one wild card team. San Diego's been dead for months, and it's a pick'em. I know it's in San Diego, but also Philadelphia's got one of their best pitchers on the mound.
Line has moved towards Philadelphia, though.
Yeah, that's great, but it's still only a pick'em. I would expect it to be minus at least 140, 150. I don't think that San Diego's that good. Granted, they just won yesterday, and San Diego's actually won four out of 5, so they've actually looked kind of good. And the one game that they lost, they were down big and they made it close.
Yeah, they've been playing better.
They've been playing better as of late. I don't know. I kind of lean Padres in this one. Plus, Michael Waka, for some reason, the Padres win games with Waka pitching. They've won 4 out of his last 5 starts. So I remember we made a lot of money with Waka. Man, imagine if Michael Waka stayed healthy and didn't miss a month and a half. He 19 starts, 11-2, 2.85 ERA. He could have been in the conversation for trying to go, I don't know, a little bit towards Cy Young. Yeah, if he didn't get injured. I'm leaning Padres in this one. If we've backed Michael Waka for a while, so I kind of lean that way, especially with how Philly's kind of been looking lately, losing last night and then losing 4 out of their last 6, and starting to fall a little bit for that first wild card spot. I kind of like the Padres today.
All right, fair. I'm against you on that.
Cool.
It is what it is. That's the fun of it. Yeah. Back to the chat.
You won't do it. One team doing bad on the other team is just bad. There you go. Phillies first 5, full game Padres. I could see that. Bullpen seems to blow Wheeler's games way too much. Yeah, have we seen that? How often has
Philly bullpen's actually been really good this year compared to previous years? I remember last year and previous years we kept saying that the Phillies bullpen is one of the worst in baseball because it was. This year, that's not the case. Like, their bullpen's been dramatically improved this year.
Well, you look at Wheeler's last 6 starts, 2 wins, 1 loss, 3 no decisions. So they definitely seem to be blowing his leads. Raise the Jolly Roger, you like Pittsburgh today? I don't.
Nope.
I like it. Padres have been on a heater without Turner. Phillies are also missing Turner in their lineup. That's right.
Yeah.
Earle Tim talked me onto the Brew Crew. Yes, Brew Crew. What's up, bros? Bro. Yeah, that's one of my plays. So like the Padres and the Rays.
Fair.
I'm not sure what I'm betting. Anyone like Peralta over 7.5 strikeouts? Sure.
Yeah, I could see it.
Peralta's been good.
We'll move on here. This was a fishy line yesterday, and it turned out to actually be a fishy line yesterday with the line moving dramatically towards the Dodgers and the line and the Marlins taking the money here. And we're getting very similar here. This line opened up at Dodgers minus 155. It's now down to a 136. The line has not moved on the total. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. We have 42% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the Dodgers, and they've made it more appealing to bet the Dodgers. 53% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over. And the line's not moved at all for the total. At Lone Depot Park here, the normal minus 7%. Runs, we have JT Charigos and Lance Lynn, your pitching matchup here. Lance Lynn, 3.49 ERA, 1.27 whip, 6.35 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%, 2.22 walks per nine, a 267 BABIP, but a 5.45 FIP and a 4.86 SIERA. On the flip side, I want to look here is Chirinos is somebody that is this a bullpen game for the Marlins, or is he somebody that'll actually go? He's a one inning guy. All right. So he's not somebody who's going to go very far into the game. So I don't really have to read off his numbers. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Dodgers here. 3.33 FIP, 3.646 ERA compared to 4.01 and 4.12. The hitting advantage goes towards the Dodgers here. 123 WRC plus, which is 9th, compared to 98, which is 18th. I'm leaning towards the Fish first 5 in this game. I do not trust the Marlins full game, even though they did get the job done yesterday. I would lean towards. I don't want to fade the Dodgers full game here in the spot. I lean towards the Marlins first 5, but this is going to be another pass for me for this one. This line makes no sense. I mean, it's Marlins or nothing for me, but it's a pass.
I was kind of looking towards Lance Lynn and the Dodgers, especially after the Dodgers lost yesterday. That kind of
only minus 135 for the Dodgers against the Marlins.
Yeah, the Marlins have actually been playing better as of late.
Yep.
They have won, 5 in a row? 5 in a row. They swept the Nationals, but this Marlins team is starting to look better, and just like that, they're only a half game back for the wild card again. I kind of like Lance Lynn. You look at what Lance Lynn has done since joining the Dodgers. He's won all of his starts besides one. And that last start was against Atlanta. He allowed 7 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings against Atlanta. Miami's not the same offense. And all his other starts, 3 earned runs, 0, 0, 1, and 3. I like Lance Lynn to get the job done today. Although Lance Lynn is still one of the biggest over pitchers in baseball, even though he's gone under a little bit more. Since joining the Dodgers, 19 and 8 to the over to just 70%. He's a 70% to the over pitcher. So I would probably go Dodgers run line, and I'd probably go over in this game.
Yeah, there's no just like yesterday. There's not a chance I put my money on the Dodgers in this game. Just the way the markets moved and all that, it's just no chance.
There you go.
But back to the chat.
Like that play too for Darren. This MLB card kind of stinks. I kind
a
of
lot of early games though. I like the early games.
Get it? Lean Lynn with all that weight in that pitch. Hey, fat boys win championships. Marlins are such a goodish team. Yeah, we're not sure about that. Yeah. Jordan Lyles over 6 hits allowed. Dodgers have dropped 5 in a row, and I'm not running to back them in it. Well, they haven't dropped 5 in a row. They won the last game against the Braves, so they dropped 4 out of 5 then?
Well, on those lines.
Let's keep on rolling to this game, Nick.
Yeah, a game that was never in doubt yesterday. Easy money, no sweat. Braves minus 165, favorites total of 8 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot. We have this line opened up at a 165. It's actually down to a 164, so a 1 cent line movement towards the Boston Red Sox. Line opened up at an 8 minus 105. It's now an 8 minus 102, so a 3 cent line movement towards the under and a 1 cent movement towards the Red Sox. So really nothing in the market here. Wow, 54% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on these Red Sox. 29% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the under in this game. Tropicana, the normal, minus 7%, like they are every game. It's a roof. Don't really have to worry too much about that. I believe it's Pivetta in this game, right? Yeah, it's Pivetta. I have James Paxton Lynch.
It probably doesn't matter. Nick Pivetta is not going to pitch long.
Yeah, he's pitched decently long this year on some games. I So I wouldn't completely rule out him going decently far into this game. Because when we look at what Nick Pivetta has done recently, uh, yeah, 3 innings, 2 innings, his last two starts. He got lit up against the Dodgers for the 2 inning appearance, but he's had starts of 5, 5, 4, 7, 5. Like he can go further into games if need be. How far is he going to go to this game? That's a great question. I have no idea. Uh, but 6 ERA, 1.46 whip, 13.13 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 4.13 walks per nine, a 333 BABIP, a 4.97 FIP, and a 3.31 SIERA. On the flip side, Tyler Glasnow, 3.24 ERA, 0.96 whip, 8.64 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 1.8 walks per nine, a 257 BABIP, a 2.46 FIP, and a 3.71 SIERA. Open advantage going towards the Rays in this one, 3.42 FIP, 3.51 SIERA compared to 4.83 and 4.13. And the hitting advantage going towards the Rays, 133 WRC plus, which is number 2 in baseball. Actually, that was against righties the last 30 days, I believe. And the Red Sox, 113, which is 8th against righties the last 30 days. For me in this one, I would have thought the Red Sox would have moved further. That line would move further if there was 95% of cash on these Red Sox here in this spot. I think the Rays are. I think the Rays win this game here in this spot. I like Glasnow. I lean Rays. You can get their first 5 minus a half at minus 120, and probably get the full game -1 at a decent price too. I think I'm going to look to. I think I'm going to look to bet Tampa in this game. I think I'm going to look to go first 5 full game with them here in this spot. What's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, Glasnow's been fantastic. Although. Well, he's struggled 2 out of his last 3 starts, but I'm not really too hung up on that one bad start versus the Angels. They're winning his starts at least. They've won 5 out of his last 7, although they've lost 2 out of his last 3, but that's not the big deal. Nick Pivetta and this Boston team is just really, really confusing to me because they'll go on streaks, and well, they're not on one right now. I think that this Boston team is going to continue to fall off. How far are they back for the wild card at this point? They're 5 games back for the wild card. Their season's kind of over at this point, just because of the resurgence of Toronto and Seattle. Kind of just threw them off. So I think that their season's done. Tampa Bay is still fighting for the division. They're 3.5 games back of the Baltimore Orioles, so they're still fighting for that. I think I would go Tampa Bay run line in this one, Nick, as well.
Yep, I'm moving on it right now.
Back in Tyler Glasnow, who's been the new ace of this team since what do you call it, went down.
Yep, I'm on him here. I grabbed him first 5 minus a half, minus 120, full game -1, -117 for those.
I can get -133 for their run line.
Like it. Let's see. Where do you leave off?
Here.
Lyles over 2.5 earned runs as well. I can see it. Lean Detroit Lions in the under. I have already moved on the under. I got first half at 27. I got the full game at 54. How does the Urias stupidity affect the Dodgers? They lost an arm in their rotation. Good morning, gentlemen. Morning, untouchable. I like the Rays play. I like the Rays in the first 5. Me too. Morning, guys. Loving the Rays. Red Sox over 8 at plus money. There you go. 4-teamer with the Cubs, Astros, Rays, and Orioles. Never in doubt. That was yesterday. There you go. Tampa, Boston over 8 there. The only thing I'm worried about with that, the over 8, is Glasnow shoving. Diamondbacks did lose my 6-teamer. Fad has been a terrible first 5 guy, but I just couldn't back the Rockies. Rays run line for untouchable. Braves double result, and the Twins -1.5. Just cashed the 3-teamer Orioles live money line when they're down 3-2 with Canada and Germany. There you go. Worried about the run line. Yeah, I guess. This will be the last game I'll go over because I gotta I got a piece out in a couple minutes here. Seattle Mariners and Cincinnati Reds. Mariners minus 165 favorites with a total of 10 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. This is the only interleague game, by the way. That's kind of interesting. Line opened up at a 160. It's up to a 165, so it'll move towards the Mariners here after losing, what was it, back-to-back games against? No. Yeah, they lost back-to-back games against the Reds, right?
I think so.
No, they won. Yeah, something along those lines. And the line opened up at a 10.5. It's down to a 10, so a move towards the under and a move towards Seattle, suggesting that Logan Gilbert pitches well. We have 26% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the Reds in this game. Oh, nope, that just adjusted. 27% of the tickets and 83% of the cash is on the Reds in this game. And we have 92% of the tickets are on the over and no cash flow on the over here in this spot. Kind of an interesting move towards the under there. Great American Ballpark, Cincinnati, Ohio is the most hitter-friendly weather in this one here. 20% runs, 37% home runs, 7% doubles, triples, 2% singles. So definitely playing towards offense in this game. The market disagrees with that. But we have Logan Gilbert versus who is it supposed to be for the Reds here? I have Ryan Richardson.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I had the right pitcher in here. Logan Gilbert, 2.32 ERA, 0.94 whip, 10.45 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%, 1.16 walks per nine, a 260 BABIP, a 3.84 FIP, and a 3.07 SIERA. On the flip side, Richardson, I don't think has pitched too much this year, if I'm not mistaken.
3 starts.
3 starts, and he
combined like 9 innings.
And he started twice in the last 30. No, he started 3 times in the last 30 days. So yeah, he's gotten beaten up. The bullpen advantage going towards the Mariners here, 3.58 FIP, 3.52 SIERA compared to 4.48 and 4.51. And the hitting advantage going towards the Mariners, 132 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 92, which is 23rd. I kind of think the Mariners close out this series with a win. The market moving towards them. I think Ryan Richardson's a great pitcher for them to go ahead and beat up against. I would kind of lean towards the under, though, which is kind of weird. I lean Mariners in this spot. I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on the Mariners, but I would lean towards Seattle in this spot. But I'm gonna stay off, and then I'll send you my plays in the last 5 games.
6
or 6. I see 5.
Oh, did you not type up one?
Mets, Tigers, White Sox, Astros, Orioles.
Which one did we go over one of them?
Braves.
We missed in the Braves line. You don't have the Braves line? I talked about it in yesterday anyway. Oh, my bad. Yep, nope, my bad. I see it now. I didn't type it in, but that Braves game, if it hits minus 300. All good for the Atlanta Braves game. Go ahead and check out my free pick video for it.
There you go. But I'm going to go ahead and peace out here.
All right. Lack the commitment. Got it. Bye. Stupid class. Anyways, I'm on the same boat. I think I'm gonna put up Seattle. I like Logan Gilbert. I've been a big fan of Logan Gilbert for the past couple of years. He's actually been pitching better as of late. They've won 8 out of his last 10 starts. He did lose his last start. It was against Kodai Senga, and he went 6 2/3, 9 strikeouts. So he did look good in that start. And they're not against Atlanta. That's a different one. Where's the Seattle game? Right here against Cincinnati. I can get their run line at minus 104. That's what I'm going to end up taking. I do like Seattle to break the possible sweep today. Normally, I'd be all over the sweep. I'm going to back Seattle on this one. I'm backing Logan Gilbert, hoping that Seattle can get back on a nice little winning streak and go after the division. Gavin Williams Day. Let's go. Let's go. Is this a sweep for the Reds, or is there one more game? There's one more game. No, sorry. It would be a sweep for the Reds if they won today. Looked at tomorrow's slate, 6 games. Cool. Seattle minus 2.5. No, sorry. Yes. I would be, but I don't like betting minus 2.5. Starter gets a lot of strikeouts, but gives up runs as well. Yeah, I like the over. Bye, Nick. Go to class. Bankroll is low. Need some more bullets to fire tomorrow. Well, maybe you win some bets. Good luck, y'all. Good luck, Real Deal Prime. Let's head to the Mets game. And Mets put up some offense yesterday. See if they can do it again. They're minus 120, total of 10.5 against the Nationals. Jose Butto is pitching for the Mets. Jonah Don for the Nationals. Butto has pitched 4 times this year, and he's been okay. But 2 times he came in relief. He pitched 2 1/3, 2 2/3. He started a game against Washington where they lost 5-0. He started a game against Oakland where they won in extra innings. Those were in April. I'm not really hung up on those games. And he's coming for relief. We've seen him once. We saw him August 15th. He's a AAA guy. He's there to fill in a slot because the Mets rotation is diminished. Jonah Don's on the opposite side, and since he's come back, the Nationals have won 4 out of his 5 starts, which is interesting to see. I do see Jonah Don possibly having a good day today. I'm not backing Butto. I'm not backing a Don. Once again, the line's a little bit too close, although it makes sense because these 2 teams are right there together. I will say the Mets are not going after a wild card or anything. Obviously, they're 7.5 games back, and they have an elimination number of like 16. But with their schedule, they could possibly play spoiler to a lot of teams. Obviously, not this team because the Nationals are below us, but watch out the Mets. If they get hot, they could definitely spoil some playoff runs. But this game, I'm staying completely away from. There's no way I'm backing Jose Butto today. Kelsey being out helps my under. Hope that doesn't affect the Chiefs too much. I'm on the under. That's all I care about. Yurfie on the Nationals game. Maybe. Butto can't be worse than Cookie, right? Now that you say that. Nats first 5. Good luck to you. Let's head to this game. Another game that I'm not really too super into. Although the Yankees have been playing better as of late. I might end up... No, actually, I am kind of interested in this one. It's Clark Schmidt taking on Matt Manning. And I'm actually interested in the Yankees in this one. They've won 4 straight. They've won 7 out of their last 8. They look good right now. Granted, it's too late for them because they are in the same exact spot as the Mets. 7.5 games back for the wild card spot. So they're not going anywhere. Both teams kind of just and Detroit elimination number of 11 for the wild card spot. I believe it's a little bit better for the division. They have a better chance of the division, but both these 2 teams kind of out of it at this point. But the Yankees have actually been playing good. They brought their young guys up, and apparently they look pretty impressive. So I would go Yankee run line in this one if I had to go after it. Yankees run line, I believe, is in the plus 125, plus 130 range. I think they get the job done against the Detroit Tigers, and I think the Yankees keep a winning streak going in this one. So I'll take the Yankees on the run line in this one. We'll go ahead and move on to this game. All right, that's pretty much it for this game. Okay. Chicago White Sox, Kansas City Royals. This game's a pick 'em, essentially. A little bit juiced towards the Royals. Total of 9.5. No, thank you. I really want nothing to do with this game. What's the Royals already eliminated? White Sox have an elimination number of 4. So these 2 teams are essentially both out already. Walk-off balk last night. The Royals came back from being down 6-0. I'm not interested in this one. These 2 teams are combined 97 and 182. So I don't see value in going after this game. Therefore, I'm not going to go after this game, and I'm passing. Is this the Manning start after his Houston game? No, he pitched against the Yankees, where he went no earned runs, 2 hits, 6 innings, and the Tigers won. So no, it's not. Lyles is a fave. I know, right? Kind of makes me want to take him. Over. You have fun with that. I'm not touching this ugly game. If Nick's interested, he can put it up, but I'm not touching it. We'll go to this one, which Nick kind of tagged on a little bit, and we'll probably end up doubling down on it. Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. The pitching matchup. If I told you this was a pitching matchup for an Astros Rangers game in the beginning of the year, you would have laughed at me. Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer. Yeah, they actually get to go up against each other. That is freaking hilarious. Total of 8.5. I like the Houston Astros and I like the over. I think both these pitchers get smacked around. Houston's been hitting as of late, and Texas can definitely hit. Although Texas has kind of fallen off, are they still one of the best offenses in baseball? Third best offense in baseball, 5.5 runs per game. I believe it's the Braves, and I want to say it's the Dodgers. Hitting, runs. Yep, Braves and the Dodgers are now ahead of them. Tampa Bay in fourth, Houston in fifth. I think we see some runs in this game, and I think most of them are by Houston. I know the Houston Astros just won 14-1 yesterday. I don't care. There's levels to this stuff, Texas, and I think you guys continue to fall. I think after tonight, you're probably a game and a half back of a wild card spot because the Houston Astros are going to smack you around again, and this game's going to finish, 9-4, 10-4, something in that range. The Houston Astros have been hitting as of late. They've scored 27 runs and 11 homers in the last 2 games. 5 of those homers by Mr. Jose Altuve, one of the best, the best second baseman in the league. So maybe some Altuve bases props, some Altuve hit run props, whatever you want to do with Altuve. Go crazy with him today. I think he has another big game. I like the Houston Astros, and I like the over in that one. Over first 5. I could see it. I actually took the White Sox yesterday, not touching the game today. Ouch. Today, I am looking forward to the old fart Max Scherzer, the old farts. Max Scherzer versus Justin Verlander. Correct. Nerfy for the easiest live over. Maybe. First 5 over 4.5, over 8.5 in Houston money line. Yep. 2-time World Series champions are going at it. 2 old World Series. Yeah. Definitely continuing to fade the Rangers. Yep, me too. And I'm probably going to put this game up just because Nick doesn't touch these games anymore. Baltimore Orioles and the Houston Astros. No, sorry, the LA Angels. Orioles -130, total of 8.5. It's Kyle Gibson taking on Patrick Sandoval. And if you didn't need any more, because we already know all the profitability stats with the Baltimore Orioles, I'll switch it around just a little bit, and we'll give you that Patrick Sandoval is the 5th least profitable pitcher in baseball. The Angels are 8-16 when he pitches. Only pitchers that are less profitable this year. You're down 8.98 units. The only other 4 that are least profitable are all negative 10 units or 11 units or more. Jordan Montgomery, Zach Greinke, Lucas Giolito, and Trey Lyle. Jordan Lyles. I think the Baltimore Orioles continue to win. This is an Orioles team that I've been backing pretty much every single day, so nothing's changing. I'm still backing them. They've won 4 games in a row, going for the sweep against the Angels. This team looks good right now. I'm going to continue to back them with the Baltimore Orioles. If I can get a money line at a cheap enough price, I'll grab that. Considering that I'm looking at money lines at 135, I'm going to be taking the run line at plus 123. Give me the Baltimore Orioles again in this one. Orioles run line, yes. Baltimore over and Baltimore run line and money line. Yeah, I'm going to continue back and maybe grab some Henderson props. Maybe grab some Rutschman props. Santander props, Mountcastle props. Dude, this entire lineup is hitting for the Baltimore Orioles. So I would go after some props with them too. Yep. Just yup, and we know exactly what you mean. Those are all the games for today. There is a WNBA game. I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to go for it. It's the Dream and the Storm. Probably looking towards an under, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm going after that yet. But that is all of the games for today for baseball. So there's only one thing that we really have to do.
Housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all of them linked down below. Me and Nick will be putting up the there'll be 2 member-only videos coming out tonight. One of them, NFL will be coming out tonight. College football will be coming out tomorrow. I forgot I wanted to separate them so they're not both on the same day. But $4.99 for a month, 16 cents a day. Shout out to the 7 members of the channel that are already on there. But we'll be posting the NFL card for all of week 1 tonight, and we'll be doing the college football for tomorrow. And then keep in mind, once college basketball starts up, I'm not entirely sure. When is college basketball opening day? When is NCAA the opening night game? College basketball. Hold on, let me just look up. I want to figure out when that is. When does the college basketball season start? That's 2022. That's not helpful. November 6th. So we're 2 months away from college basketball. Yes. But anyways, we'll be having plenty of content coming out for that. Become a member of the channel today, $4.99 a month. Recapping for today, I'm on the Brewers on the run line. I like the Guardians today. I like the Cubbies to keep it rolling. I kind of lean Padres. Not gonna lie. I like the Dodgers in the over. I like the Rays on the run line. Seattle on the run line. Yankee run line. Astros in the over, and Baltimore run line. That's gonna do it for this one. Hearn props. Why not? Best show in the world. Appreciate it, Ice X. Ice, you need to come on for hockey shows. Got it? You hear me, Ice? You got to make an appearance for a hockey show. You got that? Very true, Ice. No cap. There you go. Definitely don't get these pitching insights anywhere else. And all right. Where the soccer picks, Ice? Yeah, Ice. Where are they? Okay. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. for some MLB, and we'll have a football game in there too. Good luck, guys.